First of all, don't ask. The camera just took a picture. I thought it looked funny for the thumbnail. Oh, let me just sit back and relax, like captain's chair. Right. Anyway, this update is just to talk about what's coming to the channel, and some new Let's Plays and stuff, and some updates on a few things that have on hold or most likely cancelled. First of all, I was trying to do Resident Evil 1 for the PS1. For some reason, it's not working very well. And I'm not 100% sure why. But but for some reason, and I'm not 100% sure why. But but for some reason, the Japanese import of Resident Evil 1 Biohazard is not working that well, although it's the director's cut version. I did try and download a new version, but it was American import, and that didn't work. It just wouldn't load, so I'm going to have to go back to my favorite site, Cool ROMs. Go check that out if you have a PlayStation emulator on your PC. It works very well. With majority of all the ROMs on there do work. Just Tomb Raider 2 doesn't for some reason. Certain games that you download won't work from there. You have to keep searching for some of them. Majority of the Resident Evil games work, as I found. So that is the first first update that is like being put on hold for now, because I can't find the ROMs yet. But I will get around to it. Resident Evil 1 will be coming back to the channel, and we'll be doing some live streams on that. As far as I'm concerned at the moment, Resident Evil 2 is playing up on Scenario B, so I don't know what more I can do about it. For some reason, the PC version is rather glitchy, and it keeps crashing near the end. No explanation why. I'm just not sure why it's doing that, but I will try and keep trying, and if I ever finish Scenario B on any of the characters, it will be great. To be honest, with Resident Evil 2, at the moment I've finished what I wanted to do until I can fix the issue with the crashing on Scenario B. To be honest, there's not much I can do about it. It'll just keep crashing. But I'll keep trying, as I said before, but I won't be doing it at the moment. I've done what I need to do. Brings me on to the next on hold subject, maybe cancelled. My Resident Evil 2 character is near enough complete. That's not being cancelled. It's just on hold at the moment because I don't really want to work on it at the moment. Because what I've got is what I'm happy with. I just need to transfer it over, and then it will be ready for showcase. But I'm having issues where if you play the full game, you will turn back to Leon's if you have the extra item slot bag thing, or what they call it, a fanny pack. But in Resident Evil 2, they called it a side pack. So if you pick up the side pack, you will turn back to Leon, and the game will crash. I don't know why. I will look into that and see what I can figure out. As far as the Resident Evil 2 / Resident Evil Nemesis mod is concerned that we're making, progress is very slow. Time is not on my side to do it, and at the moment we've just not been able to do the full mod just yet. In theory, the game will still play as Resident Evil 2, and it's just one Scenario A. Don't try Scenario B because we haven't done anything with that yet. So far, Scenario, it's basically in our mind it will be Scenario C sort of mod, but we're not sure how to release it separately. So it's just basically our version of the game that you can download and play. The character will be the same. We might change it to a different character, like the Resident Evil 2 remake costume, but I'm I believe that's owned by somebody. So we might be changing Leon a little bit in the Resident Evil 2 game itself to make it look, a bit different. But the background stuff is going to be more like Resident Evil 3 or just a bit after, because they're saying Resident Evil 3 was before Resident Evil 2, so I'm making it look like that. With GC Chris's help, my computer doesn't like some of the old software that you have to use to edit the maps with and edit the background stuff. I can use bio scripts and all that. To some of the other stuff won't work, like the map editor itself, the room editor. I've got the room viewer working. It's just the other things don't work. So at the moment we're working on changing the front of the police station, and it's running from the demo version of Resident Evil 2. So you don't have to go through the actual bus. You don't have to go through the basketball court. And you won't go through the courtyard at the front of the police station because it will be boarded up like it is in Nemesis. Well, not boarded up, barricaded. I have a barricade near there. And there is a barricade, but it's leant against the wall, so you can come up round the bottom to near the front gate. We are planning to see if we can actually mod the area outside the front gates, so you can go out the front gates and have a bit of the Nemesis background. That's just creating a new room, and it's very difficult to get that to code in. It's very difficult to run it in the game, but it's possible. It can be done. It's just we haven't got time to do it. At the moment, we're just running on the Resident Evil 2 stuff, and we're just adding in the backgrounds we need. Items have been moved. We're trying to gather one of the rooms with the item in it, so that we don't have to use certain rooms that we don't have to use. The crank we have moved. Certain keys are being placed in different areas, and we had to change one of the doors because we couldn't figure out how to change the main to have the ladders down already. It's coded that you have to go upstairs to press the button for the ladder to bring it down. You can't change that. So basically what we've decided is that yes, the double doors to the left, as soon as you come into the police station, when you go downstairs, it's still boarded up like in Resident Evil Nemesis, and it's coded that you can't go through there. But the door to your right before you go down the steps, that is going to be open, so you can go around that way to go up to the top floor to the stairs. But there will be boards on the floor that have got blood on it, so it looks like someone's tried to get out that way, try to escape. We have added a few enemies in, so we're going to try and add a police officer body on the floor in the side of the room, so it looks like he's been attacked by a load of zombies as soon as he tried to escape that way. And we are looking at other things. Majority of obviously when you come in, the left side of the police station will be the same as Nemesis. You can't go through the left double doors, and when you go round the back to where you got the little seat chairs and desks with I think it's like a conference room. Normally in Nemesis you go in there to pick up Jill's card if you'd rather into that. It's the area where zombies in scenario B break through the window. Or in scenario A, when you go back, the zombies' arms come through. When you go across the other side to the door where the liquor is the other side, you won't be able to go there because it's coded as the Nemesis bit, so the table's in the way, so you can't go that way. And if you're wondering, oh, how am I going to get the crank? You don't need to worry about that because the crank won't be in there. Anyway, the crank has been moved and it is coded somewhere else. I, for the love of, can't remember how to get the first key. Well, that's really difficult as well because the first key is going to be on the zombie where Marvin is. To get the key that's inside the statue at the beginning is a bit difficult as well, but it's in the STARS office, so you don't have to worry about that one as well. So you get majority of the first keys in the normal areas. So yeah, there was something that we were going to use from the Mortal Night mod where we have to go and get the crest from the police station car park, but we decided we're going to leave it as normal as we can, so you can pick it up from there. But the majority of stuff, it's supposed to run like Resident Evil 3. It will have the Resident Evil 3 zombies, and it will run as normal as Resident Evil 2, the storyline. But it's just that some of the background textures will be different. It will run a bit like Resident Evil Nemesis. The main big idea we're having is that we can use the front gate, so we can go through that way and go a little bit towards Jack's bar, that we have to go there for something. We're going to put something in there that you have to go and get a certain item. But to be honest, that's just a big achievement we've got to try and do. It's basically adding a new room in and coding that new room in and having an item there for Leon to go and collect at Jack's bar. What's going to happen is that, so you have to Jack's bar, there will be a way of doing that is basically we'll have a note on one of the doors to say you have to go and collect a certain key to open the door to the main office, and it is located in Jack's bar. So you go back to Jack's bar, and hopefully we're going to have we're trying to see how we're going to code the scene, and we're supposed to go there, and Barry's supposed to be there. You pick up, you see him, and he gives you the key. It's but that is scripted cutscenes that are not very easy to make, but we're still learning it. That's the big, huge project we're trying to do, is adding Barry into Resident Evil 2 with the Resident Evil Nemesis rooms. At the moment, it's a still thinking process. It's planned. Whether we do it or not is another question. But that's the only major ones. Resident Evil 1 is on hold until I can do it. Resident Evil, my character's on hold for a bit, but it's near enough done. The Resident Evil 2 Nemesis sort of mod, we're still working on it. We just haven't had time to finish it off. We haven't had time to do much with it. The full project we want to work on is a little bit more difficult and a lot more time consuming, a lot of learning to do the coding stuff. So unfortunately, that's not going to happen straight away. The first preview of the mod will be basically run as Resident Evil 2 with the Resident Evil Nemesis backgrounds and some of the rooms boarded off and key items are in different places. But the story will run as normal. It's just unfortunate that we've not got much time. It's likely to be cancelled, but at the same time, it's likely it's not going to be cancelled. So it's a 50-50 at the moment. It depends on how much support we're going to get with it. And so far, a lot of people are interested in the idea, the project that we're making. So it's doing well. It's just we wish we had more time to do it, and we wish we had the money to have a decent computer to run it all and just to get it all done in one go. And to be honest, had the money to have our own place, our own little office again, and have decent internet so we can just run it and then be like, right, this is it. This is a little sneak preview. We can live stream what we're building on and work on the project, and and be able to go, okay, so we need to add this and we need to do this coding, and it's very difficult trying to do things from memory when on a computer that does work slightly, but there's no internet on it. In theory, the main goal is that me and GC Chris want a YouTube house of our own, so we have our own little the Game Bros office, so we can work on stuff like this together and don't have to have it all separated and very badly timed. But unfortunately, none of us have had decent jobs. We're all struggling with pay. We all have to live with family, and it's a difficult thing. But we are still trying to grind and work on the projects to keep our channel going, try and scrape some money around to put some money into the YouTube to actually get paid for it, trying to get good jobs there. And to be honest, the United Kingdom is not the best place for getting jobs, especially in the Wales area, but we'll get there. We'll just keep grinding, we'll keep finding decent jobs, and once we've got a decent amount of money we can upgrade a decent computer and maybe one day get the YouTube house and have houses and have an office where we can do all this work and do all the YouTube stuff and very progress. I've noticed a lot of comments are very positive. since the start of the year, the videos have been a bit more improvement from the start of the channel. And the majority of October has been a huge improvement with the new OBS or the Streamlabs OBS that we're running through. So a lot of things have gone a bit more positive, gone a bit more forward. There's still got the odd issues with things with trolls and internet connection, and YouTube not notifying the supporters who support this channel to come and watch my videos. And to be honest, a lot of them are not having time, and still having the problems with backstabbers or people who promise and break their promises all the time. But something you get used to in this line of work, or any kind of line of work. Anyway, next on the agenda, I have recorded episode 2 of the Klingon story on Star Trek Online. More episodes of that are coming. I'm thoroughly enjoying the Klingon storyline more than I was with the normal Star Trek Online story. And to be honest, I've been asked, am I going to do the Star Trek Discovery or Age of Discovery DLC that comes out? We haven't got it yet on the PS4, so that's why it's not out yet. Will I do it? Don't know. I'm at the moment enjoying the Klingons campaign. I might go back to doing the normal one I'm doing now, the normal Star Trek Online story with my captain Stephen Kirk. And I'm planning to do a new series as well with that, with the original series, with a new character called Ben Smith. And see how well that goes. I'm not sure. I'm told it's very short, but we'll see how it goes. It's just one of them. It's just like a little side thing I want to try to do. As far as Dominions and Romulans go, I'm not sure about them yet. If I want to do any of their missions, or if I want to do their stories. But again, it's down to people who enjoy it, people want to see it. I will. But to be honest, I'm not really bothered at the moment. And the Broken Sword 5 live stream went well last night. We're going to be continuing with Broken Sword 5 on the PC. It's a lot glitchier than the PlayStation 4 version, but it's workable. And I can stream it and enjoy it. As far as the other Broken Swords, I'm not sure what's happening with them at the moment. Broken Sword 1 I can't do because the saves don't work. Director's Cut won't stream, but I will be doing some Let's Plays on it eventually. 2, I'm not really sure about. I might continue just as a Let's Play on that and not do live streams. 3, I can't find. 4, I don't know yet. As far as PlayStation goes, Spider-Man might continue if I can get past that mission. I'm going to do that mission where you're chasing Venom down off stream because it's just a pain in the ass to do. And I can't believe that people really disliked it. And I had a feeling because of the way it was titled, a lot of people came to watch the video thinking I was playing the new Spider-Man. All the hints in the game title, it's Spider-Man 2000, which was the original one on PS1. So kind of a hint there, so you guys were fooled by it, but I don't care. I got views out of it, but disappointing. I got 2 dislikes, but it's one of them. But that's going to continue. So more PS1 games are coming. I'm still working out how to get the PS2 stuff to work. Some of the PS2 games I've downloaded don't work, but next games are coming up. I will be going back to doing Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I'm going to do the proper version as well. But unfortunately, with my proper version, I can't get unlimited ammo. So the mod version, I can have unlimited ammo, so I could pass it. Hopefully, going to finish that Resident Evil 3 Jill's Nightmare Definitive Edition, and then we go through it as a different costume and show off different other costumes I'm playing on that game. As far as Resident Evil 2 goes, I'm holding that back a bit. Whenever I can get a decent ROM version of it to run. I have been asked to play Resident Evil Survivor. Yeah. If someone wants to see it, I will play it. I have played it before. Whether I finish it or not is another question. I wasn't great at it. It wasn't a really good Resident Evil game, but I will give it a go. I'm going to see if the Resident Evil RPG game that was released years ago would live stream. I'm going to do a live stream of that. I did do a live play of that years and years ago when I had it on the laptop. It's still there. I'm just going to try and install it on this computer I'll see if it live streams so you can get to see what the Resident Evil RPG game looks like. It's quite good, quite fun, and it'd be enjoyable. I was planning a Rise of the Triads let's play or live stream. Seems like it's not gone very well, that people don't really know about it, but I might do it anyway. Not the new one, it's the original one that was just after Doom. Doom, I'm not sure about trying to re-bring back because the issues I had with copyright material and the music was a little too loud. But again, I might bring it back. The problem is my version, I've modded the map a bit, so it is rather different and a lot difficult because I've added more enemies to it, which is kind of annoying. But I like to make things different. Was going to do Quake as a Let's Play again, do a live stream of that as well, but haven't played it in a long time. So it's very difficult to think, will people want to watch Quake? Does anybody remember the original Quake? I don't know. It's possible. But yeah, I'm trying to plan to do a game for tomorrow, which is to be the Halloween edition. Maybe a live stream. But I have an issue. I don't have very many games that are Halloween-ish. I do have Dead Island on PC, but I'm not sure if it will stream, whether it would be a good idea. I was going to do Dead Realm, but then I realized Dead Realm is as dead as it is. No one really plays it anymore. I'm just not sure. I haven't got very many good lists of games I could list off. I could play Spooky Ass Jump Scares, but the problem is I don't know if I'll be able to stream that because it's not exactly be able to do Windows mode on it. It doesn't help Steam doesn't show very many good Halloween games. I mean, there's a good horror game on there, Call of Cthulhu, but to be honest, I'm not paying 40 quid for it. I did play an old Call of Cthulhu game that was a little bit more better than that. I don't know if I've still got it either. But, again, I'm trying to figure out what I'll be playing because I'm not, again, Resident Evil may be horror, well, survival horror, but I couldn't actually class that as a Halloween special video because I play it all the time. But it's just one of them. Yeah, the new Call of Cthulhu is Call of Cthulhu, but I ain't paying 40 quid. There's supposed to be one called Call of Cthulhu Wastelands, but it's negative. I mean, I had Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth, but I already had that, but I can't find it, and I'm not paying 4 quid on Steam when I already got it. But it is a good game. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what other horror games I could play. To be honest, I'd really rather play free-to-play games. There doesn't seem to be very many good ones that are horror that I could play. And to be honest, not very many have been suggested to me to try and play. But I do remember one called Undertale, but that's not really horror. Again, I don't really know what to think, what else to do. I mean, it's just one of them. I can't find anything really decent. Again, for one who doesn't like Halloween stuff, it's not very easy to find good Halloween games. No, I can't do Friday the 13th. Don't work on my PC for one. And another thing is, it's not free on PlayStation 4 either. For me anyway, because I don't have a PlayStation Plus account. But I can go through my Steam library, but to be honest, I don't really have anything really that's horror. I mean, yeah, I've got Dead Realm, but it doesn't play very well. Nobody really plays anymore. Dead Island, it's possible, but I'm not really arsed with it. And I don't really class it as a horror, it's just a zombie game, really. Hitman, I don't think I can stream it anyway. Depth, I'm not really sure about playing. Fahrenheit the Indigo Prophecy may be one I could try, but the problem is the controls are a blimmin' nightmare. Yeah, I got a list of games on here, but to be honest, none of them look great to try to download. Or any of them look interesting to try and do as a Halloween video. But I don't know. No one really suggests me anything, so if I can't be suggested anything, I can't really do anything. I have looked through Google, and to be honest, I'm not really sure what would work. And I can't really play Five Nights at Freddy. It doesn't really fit for me at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'll put a polling agreement on Twitter and Facebook, and you guys can vote for what Halloween game I should play. I haven't really got very many. I don't remember how to do a vote in poll thing. But to be honest, I haven't got very many Halloween games I could play. I could play Hocus Pocus, but again, not Windows mode, so unlikely. Speaking of the jump scares, another one, but again, if it's not Windows mode, I can't do it. And the problem is, yeah, I know Resident Evil is a survival horror game, but it doesn't really fit Halloween and it doesn't really fit a special because I've been playing it for so long. Anyway, I will try and stream later on tonight, and I will be playing the rest of Broken Sword 5 tonight as well. Not the rest of it, but you know what I mean. I'll be playing a bit more of Broken Sword 5 tonight. We're most likely going back to play Resident Evil 3, Jules My Nightmare Definitive Edition as well. That's most likely going to be Thursday night or maybe Friday's special video. Goodbye.